Alright guys, welcome to a new video on the channel. We have rebuilding Liverpool without their three best players, of course. You might not believe they're the three best players, but I'm going to believe they are. We are without Salah, Trent and Van Dijk. I used the in-game editor just to take them off the team, so I put Trent on Real Madrid because that's where he's going. Um, Salah, I just released. He seems to have gone to Arsenal, but I did release him because if you try to release such a big player like that in the game, the board don't let you. So I had to use in-game editor to get rid of them. So and for free as well. We didn't get any income from them because that's how they're gonna go in real life. And if you don't believe me, I think all three of them are going. That's my personal opinion. That's why I did this. And Van Dijk was released on a free as well, and he's gone to PSG. So Salah's still in the league. We had about a lot of money. We had quite a bit of money to spend, to be honest. So I brought in Ademola Lookman as my Salah replacement up top. I think he's got about him. He's only scored two so far. Paul Van Hecke as my Van Dijk replacement for this season. He's not had a good start. And Check the Curry to come in the midfield. We needed someone. I think this guy's going to be a world class player in the future. He is 24. He's still got time to grow. Watch the space, guys. This guy is brilliant. But we've started the season. 4 games. We've beat Man City 1-0, lost to Arsenal, and then beat Man United and Everton. Um, you know, I'm just playing my usual formation I do in like everything. 4-2-3-1. The game's gone, so well, the game is reborn, so I might as well win every game. Um, Schedule-wise, we do have Champions League football to play. We're still in group stages at this point, so we've got Atalanta, Sturm Graz, and Galatasaray. So without the three best players, the goal is to win a Champions League within 5 seasons, and the video will end. So let's see if we can do that in Season 1. Alright, Season 1 is over, and we have won the league, 89 points, without the three players that were released on a free. Can't remember if I locked anyone in. I must have unlocked them in, but I believe these positions are what I'm going to be looking for. The ones left out. I want McAllister to play there because he keeps playing in cam, and Szoboszlai loses game time. Like, he comes on 35 times. I need Szoboszlai to be playing at cam so McAllister can play DLP. It's very important to me. But we had a lot of goals from Diogo Jota, who does look really good. He does. I think probably from striker, maybe right wing. Let's check competitions. Runner up in the FA Cup, quarter final Carabao, and quarter final of Champions League. Let's check the groups so we make sure we definitely topped it. We won all 6 games, conceding 1 goal in the group stages. Round of 16, we played Atletico Madrid. I almost called them AC Milan, and we won 2-1, and then knocked out by Man City, of course. So that's decent. I've got to be honest with you guys. I made a little signing here. Victor Osimhen coming in next season, 65 million release clause. So hopefully we do something good with him. Someone else was sold. Curtis Jones, £25 million to West Ham. He wasn't playing games, and West Ham were giving me a lot of money for him, so I was like, I'll take that. So that's a decent season. We won the league. We have £100 million to spend as well with that Osimhen signing. So let's just head into the next season. I think this is going well so far. Season 2 is going to start here with us in second place. I did forget to stop after the window, so we are a bit in the future here in October. Let's check the transfers first off. Did anything happen here? Yep, we had Rico Henry sign to play backup left back. I want him to be first team because he is good enough. I really like Rico Henry, that's why I signed him, and hopefully he can do the business. Maybe maybe he doesn't even play. But what did happen was we sold Costas Simicas, so there was profit in the signing of Rico Henry. We sold Joe Gomez, Ademola Lookman, all adding up to like 160 million there. And then we also sold Cody Gakpo for 65 million. So we made about 220 million pounds. And we spent that on Pierre Kalulu to play right back instead of Joe Gomez. He's also just a backup centre back. And then Antonio Silva came in to be the main centre back. A very good player, of course, we all know Antonio Silva through this game. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin, trade Everton. I thought it would just be a funny signing. I don't even plan on playing him. I just thought it'd be funny to sign him from Everton to Liverpool, see if he would do it, and he did on a free. So hopefully we can make money on the sale of Calvert-Lewin. Of course, we are second right now. We've played 8 games. Sheffield Wednesday are in the Prem, currently on 2 points. We won every game right up until recently, where we played Newcastle. We are in the Champions League, of course. We've beat Inter Milan 6-1, then AC Milan 3-1. We have to play Bologna. That's 3 Italian teams in a row. We've got to play Bologna, Salzburg, City, Benfica, Midtjylland, and PSV. Sorry if I pronounce Midtjylland wrong. I just like the name Midtjylland. So I'm going to get to the end of the season, and hopefully, I've not locked anyone in. I've learned. Well, I do want to lock Szoboszlai in, because McAllister's doing my nutting. Look, Szoboszlai's played 1 star. He's better than that, I swear. But yeah, we are just going to get to the end of the season. Hopefully, we get a Champions League. I do want to see that happen. Okay, we have finished the season with another league title. 93 points in the league this season. That's extremely good. We only lost 5 games, 3 draws, 30 games won. Is that better than what Liverpool are going to do this season? That is unknown. Got top goal scorers. Rasmus Højlund beat out our Victor Osimhen for top goal scorer. He also beat Alexander Isak, which is interesting. We didn't have a top assister, and clean sheets went to Arsenal. So we're just kind of doing well. That's what it is. We're just kind of doing well. We'll go check the squad before we check what happened in the Champions League, because 68 games from a goalkeeper tells you maybe we made it pretty far. We had 34 and 4 from Osimhen, 21 and 19 from McAllister, because he ruined Szoboszlai's career. 18 and 6 from Darwin Núñez, 18 and 2 from Luis Diaz, 13 and 14 from Szoboszlai. And it looks like Diogo Jota is going to be leaving us. £53 million bid from Juventus, and I might be taking that. The same with Endo. And Calvert, 61 million. You better leave. You better get out. Anyway, good season. Everyone did well. Assist-wise, we did have quite a bit of assists. 7 players over double digits assists. So, that's really good. Robertson not part of that. Maybe I should have just made Rico Henry play. Rico Henry is not at the... Oh, there he is. I should have just made him play. He got double digits from the bench. Wow. I was going to say he's not at the club anymore. But he is. So anyway, competitions. What? We won the Community Shield against Arsenal. Won the Carabao Cup against City. Lost in the FA Cup to City on penalties, and then lost the Champions League 3-0 to City. 3 finals against City. Because Jota got a red card. That's why I'm selling him, man. Get out of here. Osimhen did not play in the final. Antonio Silva benched. Man, what was my assistant manager doing? Osimhen came off the bench. Get the hell out of here. That's why we bloody lost. Anyway, I guess 2 trophies is a good season. 3 trophies, sorry guys. 3 trophies is a good season. We won a treble. So, we'll just get into the next one. Maybe win the Champions League there. Alright, season 3 is a rough start. We're down in ninth. We've played 3 games, we've only got 4 points. Of course, we're beating United. Of course. A loss to Tottenham and a draw to Newcastle. It's Victor Osman with 4 goals, though, so fair enough. Check what's going on. We've won the Community Shield, that's probably where he got his goals. Yeah, he scored 1 goal in the Community Shield. We have won our first trophy this season. Let's check the schedule. We have Leipzig, Benfica, Rennes, PSV, Porto, Man United, Anderlecht, and Atalanta in the Champions League. We should come first there. Transfer wise, you can see we rejected Pierre Kalulu, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin did not leave for that £61 million fee we were looking for. Let's check sales. We sold Rico Henry for 51 million. That's a loss on him. And we sold Andrew Robertson, Watura, Endo, and Diogo Jota. So good money. Yet again, that's what we do. We did sign Destiny Udogi for 68 million. Could go to 88. I think that's a great improvement. Can do everything. Really fast, really strong. Then we signed Rodrigo for 90 million to play on the right, our real Salah replacement, I guess. He's scored 0 goals in the Prem so far. Luca Pellegrini came in as a left back. I think he is a quality left back. He's just going to be a backup for Destiny Udogi, but he could challenge for first team spot. He's already started 2 games, mostly because Destiny Udogi was injured. And then Ruben Neves came in for free. I thought this was a good signing. He could go for profit in the next season. That's what you always do with these players that are leaving Saudi. You get them on a free, they sell the next season so easily back to Saudi. You're just making money on them. But yeah, I think that's a good transfer window. Take a look here. I have decided Shabozlai, it's time. Guys, sorry if I'm not saying his name right. But it's time for him to make his locked in moment. Very good. Very good. Really want him to play. He's made 2 assists, he's got our highest average rating, so good on him. I think he's got a goal as well in the Community Shield. Yeah, I did see that. But yeah, hopefully we can bring this back and win the league again. So I'm just gonna get into this season. See you at the end. We've done it. We brought it back and won the league. What is going on here? Chelsea get UCL, but that is so strange. I know it probably worked like that, but yeah, okay. It just looks funny. It's a good season. We won the league, 92 points, just 1 point under what we did last year. Check the competitions. It's a quad. We won the quadruple. Of course, we won the Carpet Cup 3-1. We won the FA Cup 1-0 and won the Community Shield. Knocked out of the quarterfinals of the Champions League by Arsenal. Check the league phase. We lost a game. We lost to Leipzig. We drew with Rennes and Porto, but we won 5 games. So fair enough there. Round of 16, came up against Inter Milan. We won 5-2 on aggregate. And in quarterfinals, we lost to Arsenal. Who's the final? Arsenal, Man United. Brilliant. So that's why it looks like that. One of them's getting Champions League. Okay. Good season. Selection info. 20 assists from Connor Bradley. I'm guessing he has stepped up into the right back role. With like Holilu to maybe sort out. We didn't have as many contributors in assists. We had Destiny Doggy did get double digits. He looked world class. Goals wise, we had Shabazwai actually got 21 goals and 14 assists, our player of the season. With Osman only getting 20, he's been a bit of a disappointment, to be honest. You'd expect way more goals. 2 seasons, he's only grabbed 54. You'd want way more than 54. He is not actually starting every game. Because Darwin Nunes is actually taking starts off him. He played more games in the Prem this year. Scored way less goals though. Allison could be leaving us. I'll just say that. Allison could be leaving us. He could be staying. 34 years old. He is the best goalie in the world still, I imagine. But he may be leaving us. Well, I'll let you know in the next season. Let's get there now. Maybe we can win the Champions League this next time. Yeah. We're doing really well without Salah and Trent and Van Dijk, though, to be honest. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think they're all leaving? Or do you think it's just Trent who's already confirmed to leave? Or do you think maybe Salah's going as well, or maybe Van Dijk's going as well? Let me know. Season 5, and we're going to start off with the transfers. We sold Ruben Neves, 47.5 million. Knew that was going to happen. Luis Diaz, 81 million pounds, 30 years old, decreasing a bit in his ability. I thought, yeah, it's time. Let's say bye to Luis Diaz. 81 million pounds, brilliant. We brought in Jean-Claire Todibo, backup centre back, on a free. Absolutely brilliant business. But we also signed Rooney Bargy as a backup winger. We signed Warren Zaire-Emery to be our DM alongside Alexis McAllister, hopefully. Great signing. £100 million flat. Bargain. Bargain. This was a real bargain. Alan Velasco comes in on the left to replace Luis Diaz. This is the best I've ever seen him. I've used him in so many saves. He's never looked like this. So thank you, Boca Juniors, for developing him. We signed him for £26 million. Way less money than we sold Luis Diaz for, but we did make other sales. We sold Federico Chiesa in January last year. Sold Jean-Paul Van Hecke in January last year. Then we sold Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. Finally, could have gone for 61, but he decided to really hurt us there. £26.5 million. But let's check the league. We've started again quite poorly. We've drawn to Southampton. We've beaten Brentford. Lost to Man United. And beaten Chelsea. So it's decent. Should have beat Southampton and we would be up there in third or fourth. But what can you do? Let's head to the schedule, look at our Champions League fixtures. We've got Barcelona, Arsenal, Villarreal, Atalanta, Benfica, Sporting, AEK and Napoli. So hopefully that goes well. With the new signings, maybe this is our year. Let's find out. Alright, season 4 is over and done with. And we haven't won the league this year. Really poor season from us. 81 points. We dropped off massively from last year where we had a 92. But 88 isn't good enough. We had Osimhen up there. He has not scored enough goals. He's not won a single top goal scorer award. Rodrigo wins the most assists award. So we're happy with him. Kalulu up there in the most highest average rating. He can play his fullback role really well. No clean sheet list there. Was there any signings or anything? Nope. This was the team. Alisson's still here, of course. We have a really strong team. Rooney Bargy on the right because Rodrigo injured. But that is really what we were going with. And that is a world-class team. Maybe Kanati, the only one who could be replaced. But the backups are even good everywhere on the pitch as well, so cannot complain with that. Let's finally do it. Let's check the competitions. Champions League winners. 2-0 against Real Madrid in the final. We won all 8 games. It was always going to be us versus Real Madrid in the final. They won all 8 as well. And we had a round of 16 game against Bayer Leverkusen where it was tight. We only won 6-4. Quarter final, we beat Barcelona 5-3. And then in the semi-final, we beat Fiorentina 4-0 to face Real Madrid for a 2-0 victory. Who scored in the final? They're going to be the heroes of the save. Szoboszlai and Velasco. Osimhen, 2 assists. So we've won the Champions League and the Carabao Cup. That's a treble whilst not even winning the league. Brilliant. Selection info. Osimhen with 35 goals. This could have been the season we sell him, but it's the season the save has ended. Darwin Núñez, 22 goals. Szoboszlai, 19. Alan Velasco. Somehow he is this good. Wow. 17-11, 17-11. Of course, Pierre Kalulu, 17 assists. Rodrigo, 17 assists. Destiny Udogie with 9. And Connor Bradley with 9 from being a backup. So yeah, we've got really good stuff going on. And sadly, this was the final season as we won the Champions League. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Leave a comment about if you think all 3 of these players are leaving this Liverpool side. So yeah, see you in the next video.